Good morning, everybody. So this video is going to be really different from what I normally do on my videos. I'm getting ready to go to South Sudan for the first time. I guess I should kind of back up a little bit. I've been a missionary for the past 12 years, and my first trip was to South Sudan, which I don't know, that's kind of weird in itself, but it's been 8 years since I've been there. I've been to Africa several times since then, but not to South Sudan, and I've got the opportunity to go back. And it started getting me thinking about if I were able to tell my former self 12 years ago some advice, what would I tell myself? And, you know, I think back to that time and I kind of cringe at the things that I thought, the things that I did back 12 years ago, and that's a good thing, because if you can look back on yourself 12 years ago and cringe, that means you have grown, you've improved. And if you look back and you don't cringe, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's time to kind of reassess things a little bit, because we all know that we're not doing things perfectly. But like I said, I'm leaving here for South Sudan pretty soon, and there's a couple things I think I would have told myself. One of those is that it's not about you. And I really need to drive that point home. There's a lot of arrogance that comes with missions, particularly short-term missions coming from Western churches, in that we get this idea that we are going to go over and save the world or save people, that we're going to go and bestow our wisdom and our resources on people that have not. And that's just simply not the case. And if you look back, if you read your scriptures, if you look at when churches sent either help or sent apostles or missionaries to other churches, that was never the attitude that they had. It was that we are going to go and work with other brothers in Christ, brothers and sisters in Christ, and we are going to, you know, as it says in the scriptures, iron sharpens iron. We are going to go and build on each other's strengths and help each other in each other's weaknesses. And I wish, especially missionaries, and I wish especially short-term missionaries would realize that, you know, it takes a lot of arrogance to think that God was not there until you showed up. And I want to drive that home, that God was there before you got there. And, you know, I used to tell my son when he was a teenager, some advice that I gave him was that, remember that at this stage in your life, you don't know enough to know that you don't know anything. And that doesn't just end at being a teenager. You have to know what you don't know before you can know something. And so the other part of that is that you need to realize that God did not call you because of your amazing abilities, because you somehow have something that no one else has. I want to just read from 1 Corinthians, and that, for you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. And the base things of the world which are despised God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring nothing to the things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. But of him you were in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God, and righteousness and sanctification and redemption, that as it is written, he who glories, let him glory in the Lord. So there's a really good chance that if you were called to be a missionary, it's not because of your amazing abilities, it's not because you are something amazing in yourself, it's because God knew he would be able to use you, because in using something that is humble in itself and is base and is unwise, God could do greater and more glorious things to bring glory to his name, not glory to your own name. If you're a first-time missionary and you're going on your first missions trip, or you're going overseas long-term, it doesn't matter. Just remember that God has chosen you not because of who you are, but because of what he can do with you. And forget everything you think you know, and go with an open mind, go with an open heart and a willing heart to learn. And God can do amazing things with someone who has a tender and humble heart and is willing to learn what God has for him or her. So, as Jesus said, whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. I will be going back again, and I'm hoping I will learn more than I learned the last times I've been there. And I hope this is an encouragement to you that, God literally can use anybody he wants to for his purposes. So, hope you learn from this, and everybody have a great day. God bless you.